You are so sexy, iPhone. Do you know that? Oh, God, I can't get enough of you. But I don't know. Did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice? It's like one of those things where, I just started out with iPhone. I just started out with Apple, and I just been with Apple my whole life. Maybe I should explore different things, right? There's a Google Pixel 4, and that thing will do things that you could never do. Should I return you? I don't know if I'm committed to this relationship, iPhone. How do you feel? Hey Siri, do you love me?
Well, I enjoy spending quality time with you.
Hey there, my name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. This show is meant to serve as a reminder that your attention matters. You see, what we give our attention to becomes a greater part of our experience. We shape our reality with the power of our attention. So it's important to be deliberate. And I'm so glad you decided to give me some of your attention here tonight. We'll be talking about how I made a decision and I am not going to like it. But first, hey there, you paying attention? Are you paying attention? You're paying attention to your life? You're paying attention to what's happening in your mind, in your heart, in your body, in the world around you? I don't know. Like you, for me, it can be difficult to pay attention to my life. It can be difficult for me to pay attention to what's going on. But let me ask you a question. How was your day? You have a good day? A great day? An amazing day? Bad day, terrible day, okay day, huh? The day you had depends on how much you paid attention. You can't control the world. I'm not crazy enough to say that, but you can influence the heck out of it. And you can do so by controlling the only thing that you really have control over, and that is what's happening up here, what's happening in here. You control the inner experience, and it shapes the outer experience. And I know. I tell you on a regular basis, every single day, every single moment of every single day, you have the ability to make a choice to move in the direction of that which you are wanting or away from it. But I know sometimes you make a choice and it turns out it ain't so great. It's not the choice that you were wanting. It's not the choice that makes you feel good. It turns out it was a wrong choice. And you think, oh no, I made a bad decision. But what's important, folks, is that you make a decision. What's important is not that you make the right decision, but that you engage in the process of choosing. Because every single time you do that, you get better. Every single time you make a choice, you get better at making decisions. So, am I here to tell you that every single time you pay attention to your day, that your day is going to improve? Well, the things that are happening might not improve, but your life overall, I think, will improve because your life is made better when you make more deliberate decisions, when you are engaged in your life, when you're paying attention to what's going on. So pay attention to your day. Don't be afraid to pay attention to your day, and don't be afraid to make decisions. Right? Right? Yeah, you get it. Keep talking about this and out here on the roof enjoying my time, just looking at the view here. I don't know if you can see this view here, but sometimes I don't make the decision to go up there, My last video I went up there, shot a video up there on that mountain, but sometimes I don't make the decision to do that, and I wonder why. Why don't I make the choice? And I know, going out in nature is tough. Going out in nature is not the easiest thing in the world for me. Because me, I'm a city guy. That is what I am. I'm a city guy. That is what I like. Indoors, controlling the heating, controlling the temperature, controlling the bugs and the animals and the critters. That's who I am. But sometimes I make the decision to go outside. And sometimes I make the decision to enjoy nature because it's so beautiful, Pay attention to your life, folks. Pay attention to your life, and you might find that at the end of it, while you're in your bed, reflecting on all the days that went by, you'll feel like it was more substantial. You'll feel like there was more substance to your day. You'll feel like, I lived a life. A life that you live with more decisions is always more satisfying. It's like you're taking a bite out of life every time you make a choice. And it's hard, I know. It's hard. But it's rewarding, and it's important. That's all I gotta say, folks. Back to the show. You like the show? You like the show? How about you subscribe to the channel? Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell so that you know when Bad Guru Nightly either goes live or uploads a video. I do this every night, folks. Every single night you can expect Bad Guru Nightly. You can help me out by hitting subscribe and clicking that little bell. And make sure you like this video if you like it. If you like this video, like it. That helps a whole lot. Thank you so much. This show is all about paying attention. It's about reminding you about the value of attention. People are giving their attention to all kinds of things in this world, and I want to take a quick look at what people are taking a look at online. Let's see what's popular. Let's see what's gaining some attention. Up here, we've got a video. Let's check it out. This is a video that actually a surprising number of views. It's called "Last to Take Hand Off Boat Keeps It." All right, so this mini yacht, and the last to take their hand off the boat keeps it. This is on a channel called MrBeast, a channel that has 24.9 million subscribers. You heard me right, and this video has 10 million views and upward, and it's still going as of today. So let's take a look at what this video is, shall we?
Now I want to give you guys a tour of the yacht. Chris, keep that hand on the boat, or yacht. All right, Chris, welcome aboard the yacht.
And it's still on, as you can see.
I'm keeping an eye on it. Well, let's show them the inside of the cabin.
We've got a stove.
Keep that hand there.
It is there. We've got a microwave. We've got a working sink.
We do have, wow, the sink in the yacht works.
1, 2, 3 beds. And This is also a place to eat too.
Dude, that bed looks really nice. And then you have a view of the ocean here. I'm 6'3". Look at this. This yacht is massive. Seriously, guys, I kind of want this. I can literally stand up inside the mini yacht.
Not bad, not bad. Pretty interesting. I can see why that video has a lot of views. If you want to find out more about it, if you want to watch more, you can check the link. It's in the description. But 10 million views, and you think to yourself, okay, 10 million views, what's that? That's money in the bank. Right? A million views gets you between $1,000 to $3,000 on YouTube, right? And that's just from YouTube ad revenue. That doesn't count merchandise that you might offer. That doesn't count a sponsorship that you might get for your channel. And all that can go up and up and up. It's money. When you watch something, when you like something, when you interact with it, it makes a difference. That's why I say, hey, join the Happy for a Change audience. I want to get together a group of people in the Happy for a Change audience who are willful creators, who recognize the power of their attention and want to give their attention to great ideas. They want to give their attention in such a way that it makes the world a better place for them. And so with the power of our attention, we can shape what gets popular. So you join the Happy for a Change audience, and all you got to do is interact with great ideas. Interact with the ideas that I put in front of you, if you like them. And your like, your tweet, your share, your attention to this idea, even on social media, even using the tools that we consider to be, oh, not so good. Oh, they're taking over everything. These same tools can be used in order to shape our reality. Our attention matters, and we can use social media, we can use the net, we can use our eyeballs and our interests in order to shape the world. So let's do that in the Happy for a Change audience. Well, that was it. We took a quick look at the world. We took a quick look at what the world is taking a look at, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Let's hear what Bad Guru has to say. I made a decision years ago, and for the longest time, it haunted me. For those of you who know me, you know I grew up as a Pentecostal Christian. I grew up as a Christian fundamentalist in the Pentecostal church, UPC. And I got to tell you, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We believe this thing called the rapture. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the rapture before, but long story short, the rapture is the second coming of Jesus Christ. So come back in the air, and all the good Christians, all the ones who obeyed the rules and were actually sin-free, all the good Christians, our bodies would be changed in the twinkling of an eye. We'd get bodies of light, and we would be caught up with Jesus Christ in the sky. And then the rest of you scum, You're going to go through terrible times here on earth with the devil and the Antichrist, with the stars falling and begging for the rocks to crush you because life is just so difficult. You miserable sinners would stay here on the earth and suffer. So, in church, I got to tell you, I was on the camp of get up there in the sky with Jesus. Get up there in the rapture, right? Get caught up with Christ. And I loved it. Every single moment of every single day, I knew that I had the ability to change in the twinkle of an eye if Jesus Christ came back, and that I would get caught up in the sky and go live in heaven for eternity. Oh my God. That's a good sales pitch, man. That's a pretty good sales pitch. Life eternal, bliss and happiness with a divine being who loves you, gives you everything that you need. So when I decided at the age of 16 to leave the church, it was tough. No, I didn't leave the church. I didn't leave because I didn't believe in things anymore. I left because I was kind of upset with what was happening at church. We're going to have to talk about that another time, but I was kind of bothered by what was going on in the church and with church folks, So I left. And I got nervous. I got real nervous. I didn't know if I was making the right decision. I didn't know if my doubts about heaven, my doubts about the rapture, my doubts about Jesus Christ, I didn't know if those were founded, if those were true. It made me kind of nervous. But I decided, you know what? I'm just going to place my bet. I'm going to figure this out with you and I and God. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if there's a heaven and hell. I don't know any of that stuff. But it's just going to be you and me, God. You and me, God, we're going to figure this out. Okay? You're going to lead me to where you want me to go. And so I'd be lying in my bed, just terrified at night that the rapture would happen and that I've made a terrible mistake and that I would be stuck here with you miserable sinners. Can you imagine? I wake up in the morning and the rapture's happened and all the bodies of the Christians are gone and it's just like empty clothes sitting here, somebody's earpiece, headphones sitting on the ground. There's their underwear and their socks. Oh, look at that. Must be a Christian gone to heaven. Look, we're here. Disaster is about to strike. So I was terrified. Very tired, very, very scared. Now, I live next to a train track, okay? It run by my house. And periodically, very often, but periodically, the train would go by, and you'd hear this loud sound, right? Now, I didn't know what... Okay, let me tell you this. In the rapture, they said that when the rapture happened, there would be the sound of angels' trumpets. But I didn't know what angels' trumpets sound like. They could very well sound just like the horn on a train going by. All aboard the Jesus Christ Express, all aboard. Next stop, life eternal in heaven. And I didn't want to miss that train, so I'd be terrified. Just terrified. And I would always be, so when that noise would happen, I'd think, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice? Did I make the right decision? Oh, my Lord, oh, my God, oh, my Jesus Christ, oh, dear God. Second-guessing myself on a regular basis. No, it's normal. You make decisions, especially to go counter to what you believe for the longest time. It's normal to feel nerve-wracked. It's normal to second-guess. It's normal to question what's going on. But I learned that a true decision, not those phony decisions you sinners make, but a true decision that holy saints like myself make. A true decision is closing out all the other options. Deci, decision comes from deci, the Latin word deci, which means to separate, to cut off. You're literally eliminating those other options. It's not that those other options don't exist, but you are eliminating it. You are done with those things. You have made a choice to go in this direction. You've made a decision for this course of action. And it's important. It's important to learn how to make a true decision. It's important to know how to close other things off, because if you don't, you'll be second-guessing yourself all the time, and there's people who don't like to make decisions because they second-guess themselves. I'm one of these people, you don't make a decision, you don't make a choice because like, oh, but there could be another choice, and let me evaluate, and let me Google it some more, let me ask some more questions. A month goes by, months go by, a year goes by, years go by, and you still haven't made a choice, you still haven't moved forward, you still haven't taken action. Because you haven't learned to make decisions. You haven't learned what a decision really is. A decision isn't, I'm making the best option. A decision is, I am making the best option that I can see right now from my vantage point. And that could change with new information, but that's okay. It's better to make the mistake of making a decision. It's better to make the mistake of making a decision than to not make a decision. Because you learn from the choices that you make, right? And if you choose not to do it, then you might not expand as much. You might not discover enough. Look, there's some decisions you're going to want to commit, you're going to want to sort of deliberate and go over and try to figure out what the right answer is for you, right? There are going to be some decisions like that. Definitely. Absolutely. Right? Should you get married? Should you have kids? Should you move to this country? Should you amputate your arms? Granted, that last one is probably not a decision you're going to have to make on a regular basis, but it might come up. We can save your arms or we can save your legs, but we can't save both. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Lord. What am I going to choose? My legs or my arms? I pray that you never have to make that decision. But if it came down to it, I say, go for the arms, okay? Because people can push you around, all right? You don't want to have other people wiping your own butt. I'll tell you that. We second guess ourselves, and it can make life miserable. But say yes to the decisions that are on your plate. Say yes to the experiences as often as you can, right? When your lover comes to you with that great idea for the bedroom, say yes! Yes! But normally you would have said, nah, pass, I'm not going to do that. Say yes, all right? Or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe your lover is weird, okay? Maybe you shouldn't say yes. Anywho, you know what I'm talking about. I know. You don't want to, you're second guessing because you have regret. But just realize, regret, that's another decision you're making. Regret is another choice that you're making. It's another decision. So when it comes to the time to choose regret, you let that one slide. And you choose acceptance. And you choose to move forward. Right? If one day millions of people disappear on this planet and there's a bright flash of light in the sky, I am going to be, I was going to say sad, I'm going to be worse than depressed. But I made my choice. I made my choice, and I'm sticking to it. Plus, when I was in church, I wasn't allowed to watch TV, you know, and I'm pretty addicted to Netflix. So when I really think about it, Netflix beats heaven. I'll say it. I'll say it. All right? I have Netflix right now. Heaven is still not. Okay, so I've blasphemed. I've upset a lot of Christians. I don't think my mom's going to like this video very much, but you know what? I'm not going to regret it. I'm not going to second guess it. I made this choice. I made this video, and that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to be, all right? Bad Guru, out. iPhone, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to second guess you. I didn't mean to doubt you. You know I love you. I love you so much. Nothing else can compare to you. I just saw something and I don't know, it just made me think that the grass is greener, but the grass is so green here. I love you. I love you. I didn't mean to doubt you, baby. I didn't mean to doubt you. Do you forgive me? Hey, Siri, do you forgive me?
Always. Now, how can I help you?
Thank you so much for watching the show, folks. We're almost done. We got a last section here for you, a last segment that I like to call, well, you look at that. Because I want us to direct our attention to something that will make your life better, that will make you more efficient and more effective. Great ideas, you know? And so we do this segment, will you look at that? So you can take a look at something that might improve your life. Today's will you look at that is a website. It's a website in this, so right now there are elections happening in Canada, there are elections happening in the United States. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to let you know about a website that I think is really awesome. It's a website called Spectrym.news, Spectrym.news. And what this site does is that it shows you the news, but what it does is that it shows you the news full spectrum. It shows you the conservative side and the liberal side. It shows you both things. It shows you all the news articles, and it lets you know whether it's right or left. It lets you know what you're reading, right? You're reading biased sources online all the time. This website is very upfront about the biased sources that you're reading, so you can get a full spectrum of what's going on in the world, of what you need to pay attention to. So if you care about elections at all, if you care about politics at all, whether you're in Canada or the United States, you can check out spectrum.news to get some honest media. Check it out. Well, that's it, folks. That's it for the show. I gotta get going, enjoy my new iPhone 11 Pro. Yeah, I chose it, and I'm sticking with it. I'm pretty happy. If you like the show, remember to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell so that you know when I upload a video or when I go live. Sometimes the show will be live, sometimes it'll be produced just like this, but it'll always be fun. We have fun here at Bad Guru Nightly, don't you think? And if you think somebody else would like the show, definitely share it with them. You're not gonna hurt my feelings if you share it with them. It's not gonna bother me if you share this video with somebody else, you know? Feel free. I'm an easygoing guy. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine by me. You made it till the end of the show, folks. My name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. Thanks for watching.